More teams, more matches, more nations, and honestly, a whole lot more drama. Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a tournament that's literally going to redefine international football. The countdown is officially on for a spectacle unlike anything we've ever witnessed, the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Here is our match program for today. We'll be looking at the biggest World Cup ever, our three host nations, decoding the brand new format, the absolute drama of the knockout stage, our favorites and dark horses, and finally, the stars and storylines. 48. Just let that number sink in for a second. For the very first time in history, a massive, record-breaking 48 countries from across the globe are going to battle it out for football's ultimate prize. With over 100 games to be played, this expansion is a monumental shift in how the world's biggest sporting spectacle actually operates. Now, since 1998, that classic 32-team legacy era gave us, well, countless iconic moments, right? Legendary goals, unforgettable champions. But jumping up to 48 teams, that changes the whole shebang. Nations that used to suffer absolute heartbreak in the qualifiers, they now have a real fighting chance. We are going to see a huge surge in representation from Africa, Asia, North America, and Oceania. For us fans, that just means more incredible stories and a truly global celebration of the beautiful game. Moving right along to Chapter 2, 3 nations, 1 tournament. So, for the first time ever, 3 massive nations are teaming up. Mexico is making history as the first nation to ever host 3 men's World Cups. Then you've got the United States, bringing these absolutely massive, state-of-the-art stadiums and a booming football fan base. And Canada rounds it out with incredibly passionate supporters and super sleek modern venues. It's really a continent-wide logistical marvel. Teams and fans are going to be traveling thousands of miles across entirely different climates and time zones, all chasing that one trophy. All right, Chapter 3, decoding the new format. Okay, let's dive right into this because with more teams, we get a completely revamped structure. We're jumping from 8 groups all the way up to 12 with 4 teams in each. Every single team plays 3 crucial matches. Now, the classic point system, that stays exactly the same. 3 points for a win, 1 for a draw, 0 for a loss. But with 12 groups playing simultaneously, the sheer daily volume of football action is going to be absolutely staggering. But here is the massive twist when it comes to the path to the knockouts. Once all those group matches wrap up, the top 2 teams from every single group automatically qualify. That's standard. But now, the 8 best third-place teams across all 12 groups, they're going to advance too. This expanded format means the battle to qualify is going to stay fiercely alive until the absolute final seconds of the group stage. Literally, one single goal could flip the entire tournament on its head. Which leads us to Chapter 4, Knockout Stage Drama. Because of that new format, we're looking at a massive 32-team knockout stage. Guys, every single match from here on out is sudden death. One bad night, and your journey is instantly over. Win, and you step closer to immortality. With 32 teams in the bracket, the road to the final is just primed for historic upsets. I mean, imagine a smaller football nation catching fire and going on this legendary fairy tale run deep into the tournament. With this setup, that's not just a dream, it's highly possible. Let's move on to Chapter 5, Favorites and Dark Horses. Let's size up the heavyweight contenders, shall we? Argentina comes in carrying this unmatched winning mentality from their recent international success. France is just terrifyingly deep. We're talking absolute technical brilliance and raw athleticism. Brazil, undeniably football's greatest power, brings world-class talent to every generation. England arrives with an elite squad, though they're carrying the heavy burden of enormous expectations. Spain brings their trademark technical excellence and exciting young stars. And Germany, well, they have this chilling, proven ability to just rise up when the pressure is at its absolute highest. But history teaches us that giants can and do fall. Enter the dark horses. Portugal absolutely has the elite quality to dethrone any of those traditional powerhouses. The Netherlands consistently mixes sharp tactical intelligence with beautiful attacking flair. Morocco recently proved that African football is a global threat capable of beating anyone. Japan executes with flawless, relentless discipline. And whatever you do, do not overlook the United States, armed with the incredible superpower of playing on home soil. And finally, Chapter 6, Stars, Storylines, and Predictions. You see, every World Cup creates immortals. Pelé, Maradona, Ronaldo, Zidane, Messi. Entire generations know these names purely because of what they achieved on football's biggest stage.
Well, 2026 is the next great frontier for greatness. We are going to see established legends fighting for their final chapter, while absolute unknowns step onto the pitch and leave as global sensations. As the saying goes, for 1 month, the world will stop and watch. Dreams will be realized, legends will be born, history will be written. This tournament really is the beginning of a new era. It's going to unite the globe, from the diehard supporters in South America to the rapidly growing football cultures in Asia, Africa, and North America, all through this shared, unbreakable love of the game.
But this expanded format leaves us with some massive, thrilling uncertainties. Will an emerging football nation finally shatter that elite ceiling? Or is a traditional giant going to reclaim its dominance? Can an African team reach unprecedented heights? Will a host nation ride that home crowd momentum all the way to glory? There is no script here. No one can predict what's going to happen, and honestly, that beautiful, chaotic uncertainty is exactly why billions of us will be glued to the action. So, the ultimate question, when the final whistle echoes across the continent, who is going to write history as the 2026 champion? With a new format, new hosts, and an unprecedented pool of talent, the stage is set for the greatest sporting spectacle ever witnessed. Who's going to survive the chaos of 48 teams and write their name in eternity? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll see you next time as we continue to decode the fascinating world around us.